In 1932, in Winchester, Virginia, Hilda Patterson was to be married to 42-year-old Sam Hensley. A week later, Virginia Patterson Hensley was born. The little Jenny Hensley the world would come to know as Patsy Cline.
She was a country music legend whose life ended way too soon. 60 years ago, she died in a terrible plane crash.
Patsy Cline was an American country music singer whose rich, emotive voice and crossover appeal brought her lasting fame. Cline's career, marked by hits like Crazy, I Fall to Pieces, and Walkin' After Midnight, was tragically cut short when she died in a plane crash at the age of 30. Her untimely death not only shocked the music world, but also cemented her status as an enduring icon in country music history. Patsy Cline, born Virginia Patterson Hensley on September 8, 1932, in Winchester, Virginia, exhibited a passion for music from a young age. Raised in a modest household, she was influenced by her mother's love for music and started singing in church choirs and local talent shows. By her teens, Cline was performing regularly on local radio stations and at community events. Her big break came in 1957 when she appeared on the nationally televised talent show, Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scouts. Performing Walkin' After Midnight, Cline captivated the audience with her rich, emotive voice, leading to the song becoming a major hit on both the country and pop charts. This success marked her emergence as a significant figure in country music. Cline's rise to fame continued with hits like I Fall to Pieces and Crazy, the latter penned by a then-unknown Willie Nelson. Her ability to convey deep emotion through her music resonated with a wide audience, earning her a place among the first country artists to cross over into mainstream pop success. Despite personal and professional challenges, including a severe car accident in 1961, Cline's determination and talent solidified her status as a pioneering female artist in the country music industry. Patsy Cline's career was marked by a series of significant milestones that showcased her remarkable talent and helped to define her legacy in country music. Here are some key moments in her career. Breakthrough with Walkin' After Midnight, 1957. Patsy Cline's first major breakthrough came with her performance of Walkin' After Midnight on Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scouts in 1957. The song became a crossover hit, reaching number 2 on the country charts and number 12 on the pop charts. This success established Cline as a rising star in both country and pop music. I Fall to Pieces, 1961. In 1961, Cline scored another major hit with I Fall to Pieces. Written by Hank Cochran and Harlan Howard, the song showcased her ability to convey deep emotion through her voice. It became her first number 1 hit on the country charts and also reached the top 20 on the pop charts, solidifying her crossover appeal. Crazy, 1961. Later in 1961, Cline released Crazy, a song written by a young Willie Nelson. Despite being initially unsure about the song, Cline's rendition became one of her signature hits. The song peaked at number 2 on the country charts and number 9 on the pop charts, further cementing her status as a crossover artist. She's Got You, 1962. In 1962, Cline released She's Got You, another chart-topping hit written by Hank Cochran. The song reached number 1 on the country charts and number 14 on the pop charts, showcasing Cline's continued ability to resonate with a broad audience. Grand Ole Opry membership, 1960. Cline's impact on country music was recognized in 1960 when she became a member of the Grand Ole Opry, one of the highest honors in country music. This membership affirmed her place among the genre's elite performers. Patsy Cline's life came to a tragic end on March 5, 1963, in a plane crash that also claimed the lives of fellow country musicians Cowboy Copas, Hawkshaw Hawkins, and pilot Randy Hughes. The circumstances leading up to and following the crash highlight both the risks inherent in the early days of air travel for entertainers and the profound impact her loss had on the music community. The benefit concert. On March 3, 1963, Patsy Cline performed at a benefit concert in Kansas City, Kansas. The concert was organized to raise funds for the family of Cactus Jack Call, a local disc jockey who had died in a car accident. The event featured several prominent country musicians, and Cline's performance was, as always, well received by the audience. Her generosity and commitment to her peers were well known, and this event underscored her willingness to support fellow musicians in need. Preparations for departure. After the successful concert, Cline, Copas, Hawkins, and Hughes prepared to return to Nashville. Despite warnings of bad weather and offers from friends to drive her back, Cline decided to fly. Randy Hughes, her manager and the son-in-law of Cowboy Copas, was an experienced pilot, but he was not certified for instrument flying, which would become a critical factor in the ensuing tragedy. The flight and weather conditions. On March 5, 1963, the small Piper PA-24 Comanche departed from Fairfax Municipal Airport in Kansas City at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. The weather conditions that day were far from ideal. A severe storm system was moving through the area, creating poor visibility and turbulent flying conditions. Hughes, determined to get his passengers back to Nashville, made several refueling stops along the way, including in Dyersburg, Tennessee. The crash. On March 5, 1963, weather conditions were poor, with a severe storm system creating hazardous flying conditions. Hughes, although an experienced pilot, was not trained for instrument flying, which is crucial for navigating in low visibility and poor weather. Ignoring the warnings, the group decided to proceed with their flight. After departing from Fairfax Municipal Airport in Kansas City around 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, the plane made refueling stops in Dyersburg, Tennessee, and Rogers, Arkansas. At each stop, Hughes received further warnings about the worsening weather, but he continued to press on toward Nashville. At approximately 6:07 p.m. Central Standard Time, the plane encountered the severe weather conditions that had been predicted. While flying over a wooded area near Camden, Tennessee, about 90 miles from Nashville, Hughes lost control of the aircraft. The Piper PA-24 Comanche crashed nose first into the ground, killing all 4 occupants instantly. The aftermath. The aftermath of Patsy Cline's tragic death on March 5, 1963, sent shockwaves through the music world and deeply affected her fans, family, and fellow musicians. Her sudden and untimely demise at the age of 30 left a void in the country music scene that has never quite been filled. Legacy. Patsy Cline's untimely death at the age of 30 brought a premature end to a brilliant and influential career. Despite her short life, her contributions to country music have endured, and her recordings remain beloved by fans of all ages. Cline's unique voice, emotional depth, and ability to cross over from country to pop set her apart as a pioneering figure in the music industry. In the years following her death, Cline's legacy has been honored through various memorials and tributes. Her childhood home in Winchester has been preserved as a museum, attracting visitors from around the world. In Nashville, the Patsy Cline Museum opened in 2017, offering a detailed look at her life and career through personal artifacts and memorabilia. Cline was posthumously inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1973, solidifying her status as one of the genre's all-time greats. Her influence can be heard in the work of countless artists who followed, and her songs remain staples of country music radio. The impact of her music and the tragic circumstances of her death have ensured that Patsy Cline's memory endures as a defining figure in the history of American music. Immediate reactions. News of the crash spread quickly, and the country music community was plunged into mourning. Tributes poured in from artists, fans, and industry figures who had been touched by Cline's music and her vibrant personality. Stars like Loretta Lynn, who considered Cline a close friend and mentor, were devastated. Lynn later spoke of how Cline's death left her feeling lost and heartbroken. The media extensively covered the tragic accident, and images of the crash site and tributes to Cline and the other victims were widespread. The impact of her death was felt not only in the United States but also internationally, as Cline had a growing fan base worldwide. Funeral and memorial services. Patsy Cline's funeral was held on March 10, 1963, at the Shenandoah Memorial Park in her hometown of Winchester, Virginia. Thousands of mourners attended the service to pay their respects to the beloved singer. The funeral was a solemn occasion, marked by an outpouring of grief from family, friends, and fans who had been deeply touched by Cline's music and her spirit. Memorials and tributes. Patsy Cline's influence and legacy have been honored through various memorials and tributes that continue to celebrate her life and contributions to music. These memorials not only serve as reminders of her remarkable career, but also as places where fans can connect with her enduring spirit. Patsy Cline Historic House. One of the most significant tributes to Cline is the Patsy Cline Historic House in Winchester, Virginia. This house, where Cline lived during her teenage years, has been preserved and restored to reflect the period of her life when she began her journey in music. The house was opened to the public as a museum in 2011, offering fans a glimpse into her early life and the environment that shaped her career. The museum features personal artifacts, photographs, and memorabilia that provide insight into Cline's upbringing and her rise to fame. Patsy Cline Museum in Nashville. In 2017, the Patsy Cline Museum opened in Nashville, Tennessee, adding another significant site for fans to explore her legacy. Located above the Johnny Cash Museum, the Patsy Cline Museum houses an extensive collection of her personal belongings, including stage costumes, handwritten letters, photographs, and household items. The museum provides a comprehensive look at her life, from her humble beginnings to her meteoric rise in the music industry, and highlights her lasting impact on country music. Honors and awards. In addition to physical memorials, Cline's contributions to music have been recognized through numerous awards and honors. She was posthumously inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1973, one of the highest accolades in the industry. This induction recognized her pioneering role in country music and her influence on future generations of artists. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and legacy of Patsy Cline. Her remarkable talent and enduring influence have left an indelible mark on the world of music, and her story continues to inspire fans and artists alike. From her humble beginnings to her tragic end, Cline's powerful voice and emotional depth have ensured her place as a true icon in country music. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more stories about legendary artists and unforgettable moments in music history. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts and favorite Patsy Cline songs in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.